Well, you guys, got another video here for you on how to fix devices changed CPU or memory or CMOS has been cleared. Please refer entering setup to configure your system. Press F1 to run setup or press F2 to load default values and continue. Now this was a problem we had on our Discord server, and I wanted to help the guy fix it, and we did manage to fix it. And of course he was getting this every time he booted up the system, and he'd done a bunch of different stuff. So I wanted to show you guys what you can do. Now the first thing you want to do is remove the battery from your motherboard. Now if you've got an older system, this battery may be failing, or it may be already dead and it can't hold any information on there because the battery needs replacing. Now you can get replacement batteries, but it could be a setting in the BIOS that you've done. So by removing the battery and the power to the computer and then holding the power button down for 30 seconds will remove any information stored on there, and then we can go ahead and put in our battery. This will tell us if the battery has reset everything there and it's okay. Normally you can test these batteries as well if you wanted to do that. Also there's a little jumper on the motherboard here with a little jumper pin that you can jump across to clear the CMOS as well. If you wanted to do that, you can use that method, but also removing the battery just does the same sort of thing. So it's entirely up to you which way you go about doing it. Another thing that you can check is the memory. Sometimes you get a bad memory stick that can cause the same problem. Because it's related to CPU and memory and stuff like that, you want to make sure that you remove one stick of memory and try to power the computer on with just one stick inside there. If it works and the problem goes away, then you know you've got a duff stick of memory and it needs to be replaced. You're probably best to get a match paired set of memory and then go ahead and replace those. So what you need to do here is swap around the memory, do one at a time, and you can soon find out which memory stick is bad, and maybe they're both bad, so you can check that out. So just change the memory around and change the stick around and boot the PC back up and see whether the PC boots up and the problem goes away. That's the quickest way to test a bad stick of memory and to find out whether one of these is bad. Now you can also check with MemTest as a piece of software that you can download for free. I've done videos on this, and basically check my channel out and it will show you how to run MemTest on this memory. You really need to run a minimum of 4 passes on the memory just to make sure that everything is okay, and if you can do 7 passes, by all means go ahead and do so. You can leave it running for a good few hours. It will take a bit of time, and hopefully you'll get no errors showing up on the memory. Now if you do get errors showing up, then that means the memory is bad, and of course you will then need to replace it. So that is another thing that you can do to check your memory to make sure it's okay. Now another problem that you can have with memory is the actual slot itself. I've seen this a few times where the actual slot on the board goes bad, and of course anytime you plug a stick of memory in there, it will not work correctly, and the memory is fine but the slot on the board has gone bad, and that means you'll need to replace the board at some stage. Now if you've got 4 slots you may be able to get around it, but obviously if you've only got 2 slots and you've got 2 sticks of memory, you won't be able to plug any memory into that. Okay, make sure you reseat all of the hardware on that motherboard as well, so make sure everything is seated properly. Take the cooler off and make sure that everything is done right, the memory is slotted right in there, and also any sort of graphics cards is sitting right in. Make sure everything is reseated correctly, your 24 pin and also your CPU power, make sure that's seated right in as well. Now on occasion it could also be pointing towards your CPU, because the message was talking about a CPU and memory, so it could be that the CPU is going bad, and you would have to obviously test that to make sure 100% that this is not the problem. Another thing that causes this is overclocking. When you start to overclock, that is what the problem was for the person on our Discord server. He had issues and he was overclocking, so he'd been overclocking for quite a few years, and of course now it's starting to have problems. So you can see our BIOS has been reset. It's already told us it's been reset, so I know it's now back to default settings. And if you're still having that problem, then you may need to upgrade your BIOS. You may need to flash the BIOS with the latest version to see whether that rectifies the problem. Having an old outdated BIOS can cause problems. Maybe there's some sort of changes that's happened and now it doesn't like that BIOS. So by updating the BIOS here, you can see what BIOS version you're running and whether there's an updated version on their website. You can see this is 11th 27 2019, so I'm pretty sure there will be a BIOS update for this one, but that's what you would do. You would go to the manufacturer's website, download the latest BIOS and flash that BIOS. So I've made videos on that, so you can check out my channel to find out how to flash a BIOS on your motherboard. Now, there's also, as I said here, there is sometimes settings inside here like XMP and things like that. You don't want to be running any sort of advanced settings or anything like that, because this can cause problems. So just remove any sort of XMP profiles or anything like that. Keep it to default settings. Don't run any overclocks and see if the problem goes away. If it does, then it was a BIOS setting or an updated BIOS that you needed, or some sort of XMP profile or overclock that you had that was causing the problem. Now you may be saying to yourself, well, it was overclocking okay 2-3 years ago, but over time it may be having a bit too much stress on the motherboard or the CPU or the RAM that you've got on that system right now, and you may need to go back to default settings, and hopefully those problems will go away. So they are the main key areas of resolving this problem. It's pretty straightforward, and it does sort of tell you in the description of that message where it says CPU and memory, so you know it's pointing to one of those areas which is going to be causing the problem. Now the BIOSes you can get from the motherboard manufacturer's website. Go to get the right drivers. I would advise you to download the BIOS and flash that, and also update all of the drivers for that motherboard. Make sure all the drivers are installed, like chipset drivers, audio drivers, Bluetooth drivers. Every sort of driver must be installed on there, and hopefully with all those drivers installed the problem will go away. And if it doesn't, then you can start following the whole sequence what I've showed you in this video. Anyway, that's going to be about it for this video. Hope this one's been useful to you. My name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Have a great weekend, guys, and I shall see you again for another video real soon. Stay safe. Bye for now. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the red subscribe button and then hit the bell notification button and click all to be notified when we upload new videos.